What's up, my friends? Chris Middleton, player props on PrizePicks and Sportsbooks. Two different plays today. Let's get to it. All right, so here's the deal. You're looking at Chris Middleton. There's this 25.5 PRA, and then we also have the 21.5 points and assists. I'm going to show you the odds real quick, kind of talk through it full screen. Then I'm going to pop back to my ugly mug, talk to you a little bit more, and give you another play. You can see it right here, myspari.com. Using the optimizer, these are my saved picks. You can make your own saved picks on the optimizer. Come back to them the next day and see how your picks went, or you can save other cappers' picks, whatever you want. You can see right now the player assist. It is at 21.5 on PrizePicks and Parlay Play, underdog at 20.5. And then you got 20.5 on Fliff, 20.5 on DK, 21.5 on FanDuel. Now, here's the deal. Last night, I posted this pick inside Discord. You can see there's my little recap from last night. Went 3-1, 7-3 over the last 3 nights. And then you see that's my last write-up from James Harden. You can see this is kind of how I do things. Very simple, very smooth. I'm going to zoom in on this middle post. This is what I posted inside Discord late last night, 11:55 p.m. Eastern. I like the Middleton play, over 20.5 points and assist, -115. Look at that value I got, everybody. You can see 30-plus minutes in 8 of the last 9 games. The only game he didn't play 30 minutes was the second half of a back-to-back, where he played 15 minutes in the first half, did not play the second half. They protected him. Middleton had 30-plus minutes. Great number. Averaged 26 points and assists this year, over in 7 of 9. Over in 19 of 21 games last 2 years, averaging 28.5 points and assists. This is a phenomenal line. The problem is now I woke up this morning and look, I got it at 20.5. FanDuel bumped it to 21.5. And these other books, they have it juiced. Not even available on Caesars, MGM, or Penny. Still there on Underdog if you want to play it over there. The pivot is going to be to his points, rebounds, and assists. You can get this line right now in DK. I don't mind it at -135 on Fliff to the over. And then, of course, you still have it here on PrizePicks. So this bumped. This should have gone up by 1, but it did not. You got a little bit of time this morning to get it. It will move. Penny juiced. FanDuel moved it to 26.5. DK and Fliff will follow. Caesars and MGM likely open at 26.5. This line will move to 26 or 26.5 on PrizePicks. When it moves to 26, I don't mind it at 26 to the over as well at 26.5, but that's totally up to you what you want to do with your money. So if you're on Sportsbooks, 20.5 is the play last night for points and assists. If you were on PrizePicks, points, rebounds, and assists. Now, I dove into that first play real quick. Now I need your help. Like the video, drop a comment down below. Keep watching. I've got more picks as we continue on to this video. Go back to PrizePicks, dig right in. Next play, I'm going to type in DUR. I'm looking at Kevin Durant. You can see it right here on myspray.com. I'm looking at the optimizer, and I want to look at all his player props. You can see, again, look, Suns on the road against the Lakers tonight, 10 p.m. game. Going to be very, very competitive. I'm going to remove the date and the matchup now that we know those so that you people on mobile get a little bit better look. So you can see up here, look, I mean, PrizePicks not even adding a lot of these player props because they're super juiced. But scroll down a little bit, you'll see some more. Here's the points right here, not available on PrizePicks. Unfortunately, I did like that prop, but let's look at the odds a little bit. So here's the over, and you can see it's juiced the over on Caesars. We got some really good odds here on DK and MGM, just kind of bouncing all over the place. Then you go down here, and well, actually, we already know the assist heavily juiced to the over. So the higher probability, a 60% probability that he finishes with 5 or more assists. And then we also have this points prop where, you got some lines on the over, lean to the over, some lean to the under. Well, that gives us an interesting opportunity on the points and assists, where PrizePicks is kind of screwed up again this morning. I like this line a lot. Over 30.5 at points and assists for Kevin Durant on PrizePicks. You can see and look on the sports books at 31.5. You're getting a full value lower. Now, this is only the 7th game of the season where we have had Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker all probable to finally be in the starting lineup together. Now, in those 6 games that they did play together, Kevin Durant actually finished with 31 points and assists in 5 of 6 games. At 31.5, he's over in 4 of 6. He hooked the one time with 31. So I'm taking Kevin Durant over 30.5 on PrizePicks for points and assists. And on Sportsbooks, my friends, that's where things get maybe a little bit different. At the 31.5, I do not mind it. What I want to do at that line, I'm going to flip back over to the optimizer for you so you can see the odds with me. I think we have some time to wait and see what happens. Where does Caesars open up? And does the line keep moving in this direction? And if it does, and it starts to get to the under, Does enough juice come in on the under to move it back down to 30.5? That's up to you if you want to wait around. If you want to take it now, the over 31.5 points and assist, I think, is a fine option. Minus 110 on DK, minus 120 for you fliffer nutters. Now I click this little checkbox right here. It saves it. Go to my save picks, NBA. Bang, there you go. You can see all my save picks for the day. You guys can do the same thing every single day. Keep your own save picks. And then tomorrow morning when you wake up, go back to your save picks, and these will all be there. And you'll be able to recap your picks or recap other people's picks. That's a really slick way to keep track of everything. All right, before we start line shopping, take peeks. So we got, again, Durant over 30.5 points assist. Chris Middleton over 25.5 PRA. Good luck with that. Let's move on. Want to go look at some line shopping opportunities, see what types of value is out there right now. And again, this, I'm going to reiterate, is not an answer sheet, my friends. This is simply, let's say you've got yourself an idea and you're like, man, I really want some high top basketball sneakers and I like Nikes. Okay. You can envision that as I'm going to bet on NBA and I want to look at some player markets for PrizePicks. That's it, man. You're going line shopping. You want to find out what are the values. You don't necessarily have the specific shoe in mind, but you know you want this specific brand and you're going to put your money on NBA and PrizePicks for this analogy here. All right. So keep that in mind. We're line shopping. So while you're on Amazon or one of your other sites and you're searching them out, this is how you find value. And again, here it is. Got the PrizePicks one highlighted, highest to lowest implied probability. Check this out. Giannis, the number one value on PrizePicks right now, a 59.14% implied probability that he finishes with under 6.5 assists. And you can see, essentially, this is what the high top sneaker shoes are. It's telling you Pinnacle has the shoe priced over here at this. Again, we're talking assist props, but you get the analogy, I hope, at this point. You are comparing prices from different stores, or in this case, sports books, and they're giving you different odds, different prices. And then you say, okay, well, then I want the best price for this shoe. And it's on DraftKings at minus 125 to the under. So PrizePicks, under 6.5 assists, the number one play on PrizePicks right now per the odds. This is a pretty darn good play, man. I really like this. And then if you want it, my goodness, DK giving you solid value as well. And let me just break it down for you because I like to research this stuff for you. But honestly, this is what I want you to go do with your time. When you have the ability, you should all be researching this on your own. Anytime you look at the compass, all right, the optimizer, it's going to give you interesting plays, interesting values, but you got to research them. So Giannis at 6.5 assists has hit the over in 4 of the last 5 games. Now, I talked about this yesterday. It was a very specific post, and it was actually extremely helpful from what I saw in the feedbacks. And let me go full screen here. When you have lines like this, and the PrizePicks optimizer is saying, all right, well, the odds and the books and the money coming in on the under is driving the odds through the roof for a certain play. PrizePicks gives you a fixed price offering. Right? They're saying you could take the under 6.5 assists, pair it with anything else, and you're going to get 3x payout no matter what. But if you take 2 minus 140 and minus 150 plays, you're going to get like what essentially would be like a 2.2x return. It's going to adjust based on the odds. So PrizePicks is actually the best place to put together a parlay with some of these juiced plays. But if you're looking for value, you're going to grab the best line like the one we saw on DraftKings at minus 125. Now, when you use the compass like this, if you say to yourself, no, Giannis has been dishing, I like the over 6.5 more. Well, let me show you what it looks like, my friends, because when you get that opportunity and you see juice line, juice line, juice line, juice line, usually at the flip side of things, you're going to get plus odds. If 1 or 2 of these books, I bet you Fliff is probably plus 110 over 6.5. And that's a really good way to find value. Yesterday, I played the Harden over 9.5 assists at plus 110. Harden double plus 120. And I cashed both of them for my Discord. Why? I actually found it on the optimizer because the under 9.5 was one of the better math-based plays on the optimizer. And I disagreed with the markets. And the optimizer is not giving you plays. It's telling you what the markets are. It's telling you what the prices are. And just like anybody else that plays the stock markets, reads any types of marketing value, you are essentially just reading it. And then you're assessing the value and trying to decide, are the markets correct on this or are they incorrect? And if they're incorrect, you have a chance to make serious money. And if they are correct, luckily, the optimizer tells you where to go take advantage. So if you start viewing this as like your price shopper, your odds finder, your compass for betting, your market reader, and instead of thinking of it as like an answer sheet, which I know 50% of you still do because I see the comments, I did this. And even now when people say positive things, they're like, hey, I hit a 25x using the optimizer. I love that. But I also wish I could ask them a little bit more and be like, well, what'd you do? How'd you use it? Because I don't want people just taking top 6 plays. It doesn't work like that. This is just market reading. So let's go look at it. I'm going to show you Giannis assist prop so you can understand visually what I mean. Again, juiced heavily to the under, top play on PrizePicks. But if you disagree, watch what the over 6.5 assists is going to be. And there it is. Plus 105 on Flip. What did I say? Plus 110? Well, the plus 110s here on FanDuel, plus 112 on Caesars, plus 116 on Penny. So you get pretty darn good upside here. If you disagree with the markets and you're like, nah, he's going to hit 7+ assists in 5 of the last 6 games. I feel it in my bones, baby. I think the matchup against the Boston Celtics is a great one for him. I don't think he's going to score. He's going to throw a bunch of assists. Okay, well then, my friends, use the optimizer. You can see, all right, the best play is to take it over 6.5 on Caesars for the stateside books because that's plus 112. And if you disagree and you're like, nope, I like the markets. I see where the markets are trending on sharp books like Pinnacle and FanDuel, and I see Fliff and Caesars following suit. Okay, well then take it on DK at minus 125. Best remaining odds that I have available per the books I show, and then play it on PrizePicks. And again, that is the best use case for the odds finder. Truly, the 2 ways is what I just showed you, number 1. And number 2 is if Joe Schmo on Twitter or Jane Doe on YouTube post a video, post a pic, a tweet, and they give you a free pick, simply go there, type in their name, and look up the markets and get the best price. That's it. It's super easy. Bookmark the page, make yourself some cash. Come back to my video every morning. You're going to get 1 or 2 of my premium picks, and you guys can play them. Good luck. All right. I think we are, what did I say we're on? So 10-4, 11-5 run on YouTube. And listen, I do mostly sports books, and I show you what the PrizePicks stuff is every day. 11-5 on sports books is pretty darn good. You should be happy with that, my friends. But I know a lot of you are on PrizePicks only. So I know it's a little bit different, a little bit more difficult. So hopefully today's video lines your pockets a little bit. But if you're trying to get better at sports betting and you're looking at the long-term picture, I've got a good place for you down below, $14.99. It is not just 100% DFS apps driven. There's a mix. I have 6 other cappers with me. We post all sorts of things for tennis and NBA. You'll see some soccer, NFL, of course. So you dive in there, you get access to everybody. They all do different things. Some people are posting some sports books. Some people are doing PrizePicks, underdog, sleeper, parlay play. I've seen better on there. Seen some different things I don't even use, like I think it's called paddle. There's other stuff, whatever. Paddle. I don't know. You guys can tell me. Just join up if you want access. I'll see you inside Discord. And no matter what, just like the video, drop a comment down below. Ask me anything you want under the sun in regards to sports betting, and I will happily help you, especially if it's about the optimizer. And of course, my friends, no matter what, every single day, my goal right here, right now, is to get you paid. So let's go get paid.